Hi, I'm James the Box Office Artist, and welcome back to the James Raiz Show, Episode 4. I apologize, there was no James Raiz Show yesterday, I just didn't have the chance to film. So right now, it is October 14th, 6 o'clock in the evening, so I will go over the comments from the past few days. So, one thing I wanted to ask you guys right now. Now, I know, just because on my regular channel, it's becoming a bit monotonous, I'm finding, because, you know, I'm drawing a superhero every day, which is a lot of fun. I'm wondering if this is the right way to go with these. Now, we're already done half the month, but I'm thinking with every day, maybe I'll do like a question of the day, because, you know, it's kind of boring sometimes, you know, just watching me draw, like, even though people are like, oh, cool drawing. I'm thinking about doing a question of the day with the drawing. So while I'm drawing, I will answer one question of the day from the comments down below, whether that be like, it could be mostly art related, maybe possibly something art related. I'm not sure, I'm just throwing it around my head. I was thinking about that while driving today. So I would love to get your feedback, what you guys think. I'm just trying to find a way to spruce up my videos a little bit. I'm finding with these Inktober's every single day, it's pretty much the same thing. Do the same intro, speed drawing, final drawing, blah blah, there's your uncle. So I'm wondering if there's a way to kind of make it a little bit more, give you guys more value. So that's what I'm trying to think of. Let me know in the comments below what you think, or anything you could think of that I could spruce up these Inktober videos here. Because as you know, I'm repurposing all of them. They're all going to turn into tutorials, weekly tutorials after this anyway. So I'm not sure. So you guys let me know. But in the meantime, let's get to your comments right now. I'll go through these pretty quickly over the next 15 minutes. And yeah, let's do that right now. So from my Spider-Man Homecoming video from this morning, let's go to that. Start with Prantar. How you doing, buddy? Oh, I love Prantar. He's always commenting on my videos. Thank you, buddy. Amazing job once again, James. Looking forward to the tutorial of this one. Thank you so much. However, I prefer the regular Spider-Man costume in Homecoming more than this one. Let's see, my choice might change if and when I see the Iron Spidey costume. You know what, honestly, I do agree with you, because it took me a little bit to get used to. I saw images of the Iron Spider before, and I'll admit, I thought it was okay, but it wasn't, you know, the best costume idea I've seen. Like, I've seen a lot of the different costumes, different concept art, as I'm sure you have, and I didn't think that was the strongest one, but it's grown on me. It definitely has grown on me. So I think we're going to see it in Infinity War. We'll see. So I honestly agree with you, Prantar. So, my buddy Matesh, always impressed by your initial outlines. Thank you, my friend. Paul Draw says, amazing how you could talk for half an hour. There you go. Great work. He's referred to my Q&A Sunday video from last Sunday. There you go. Paul Draw says, hilarious reaction. That was to my Star Wars reaction page. There you go. Dragonfist777. Hi, James. Any chance you'll draw Captain Canuck or Guardian? And how about a full drawing of Alpha Flight, as it's cool to see you do a team and how to compose a multi-character shot. Thanks, and keep drawing such awesome work. Oh, and since you do such amazing mech, how about Dagyo? Sorry, I'm not sure how to say that. Or Mazenkaiser for the most detailed drawing ever. Now, the Mazenkaiser, people have been asking me that for sure. So maybe down the line, we'll see. So we'll see about both of them. Guardian, I drew that in last year's Inktober. So if you go check out my last year's Inktober, check out that Inktober 2016 playlist. I did draw Guardian there. I did a Guardian and Sasquatch, so check it out. Okay, back to my Spider-Man Homecoming video. Paul Draw says, I don't like it. I love it. Whenever you do that, I always get scared at first, so... Gurmesh says, amazing, looks very slick. To me, this is one of your best superhero pieces. I know they might have to say the suit for Infinity War is a great move. I think so too, for sure. The suit, again, the suit's great, you know, but again, it took a little bit to grow on me, for sure. So, some of the shading looks crude individually, but together it looks awesome. That they are you conscious of that while you are drawing? Aren't you tempted to correct some of them to improve the drawing? Yeah, no, that happens a lot. Sometimes I go ahead and overwork a piece, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, it's okay. So, Arachnon says, some gold highlights on the spider would really make this pop. Absolutely. In fact, color would make it pop, for sure. Felipe says, amazing. I love this channel. Thank you, Felipe. Username still wants me to do All Might. One of these days, my friend. One of these days. Master Relic says, could you possibly do a Watchmen themed tutorial or video for the new upcoming Doomsday Clock events? Maybe Rorschach. Maybe one of these days. It's not high priority on my list. As you know, I did work on the film. I worked on the original Watchmen, so it might be fun to do. We'll see. Syrian says, amazing work as always, James. I love your level of detail, and you've inspired me to keep advancing in my ink work. Thank you. Speedscape loves the podcast. Thank you, buddy. And also, guys, check out my podcast if you haven't already. Zoltan looks cool, but a bit sad that Marvel didn't bring the Iron Spider costume into the movie. Well, I guess you're referring to him actually putting it on, I guess. So, more spoilers. Denzel says, hey James, what did you think of the Iron Spidey costume? I think I answered that earlier on. There you go. So, Andrew says, can we commission drawings? Because I love to see you doing a Joker. Now, again, I do commissions. I'm not sure if you're talking about commissioning me to draw one for my channel or not. So, all the commissions I do, they're pretty much, on my, with my commission list, go to my Facebook page, and I have my commission list there. And also, whenever I do a commission, I like to do a video for them. So, if you're interested in a commission, go check that out on my Facebook page. There you go. Art Adrian wants us to subscribe to him. Sasha says, wow, this is great. Costa says, cool video and cool drawing. You've got amazing skills. Hal Jordan wants me to draw Hal Jordan. There you go. I would draw Green Lantern, especially for Justice League, but I don't know what he looks like. So I don't want to draw something, well, I did Superman, right? So maybe I'll do Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern. We'll see. Psycho Bob says, first like, never been this early. Congratulations. Awesome work as usual. Thank you. Zodrum says, I love Inktober. Me too. Henry Robson says, cool. Warlock King says, you need more followers. Thank you very much, buddy. This is my Pacific Rim video, by the way. Godrillo Breaker. There you go. Birds of Prey says, draw Jurassic Park for next video. Probably not this month. But again, I did draw the Indominus Rex for last year's Inktober. So go check that out, my Inktober 2016 video, okay? Rotem says, draw next Logan. Maybe part of Inktober. We'll see. Grimace says, I just watched the new trailer. Looked like a Michael Bay movie. It did a little bit. And this is just different than Transformers. I really like it. I like the look and feel of it too. It's a little bit more colorful than the first Pacific Rim. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Colin Bailey says, absolutely amazing, James. And I've subscribed to, I think you meant ZH Comics Art. There you go. Look forward to seeing both the final color pieces. Me too. I'm really excited to put them together. Now, as of this recording, he's not done yet. The guy's busy. He's in school. So he's just putting the finishing touches on his part. Maybe I'm probably going to get one of my buddies to color it for me. So we'll see how that goes. Luke M says, I have yet to see anyone on YouTube or Instagram who draws robots and mech as good as you. Your level's above. Thank you, man. I really, really do appreciate that. I pride myself in my Transformers work, though there are a ton of great mecha artists out there. But thank you. That really means a lot to me, for sure. Michael says, awesome work. I'm learning so much by watching your vids. Thank you. Leo Nader says, I know a lot of artists. You're my favorite, just in front of Jassa. That is a very high compliment. Thank you very much. Nicholas says, you should draw the most detailed drawing of Gypsy Danger or Gypsy Avenger. Maybe one of these days. Probably not for a while, though, because I just draw them. As you guys know, I hate drawing things twice, very close together. So if I don't have to, I won't. So here's an interesting question. Corbin Reason asks, hey, James, I'm trying to make money with my artwork, but it's very difficult. I'm wondering what's your stance on Patreon, good or bad? And second question, I want to start going to cons and sell my artwork. Is it better to start out with smaller cons, or does it matter? Thank you, and the Pacific Rim drawing looks awesome as always. Great question, Corbin. First of all, let's talk about Patreon here. Now, I did a video on Patreon talking to Sakimi Chan. As a lot of you guys know, Sakimi Chan, amazing artist, wonderful person too. So go check out her Patreon. Just use Sakimi Chan, and she makes a ton of money on Patreon, but she works incredibly hard to satisfy her Patreon supporters. So Patreon is not easy. It's not an easy way to earn money. Just like everything else, you got to be patient with it. You're not going to make tons of money off the front. It's one of those things where you start and be patient with it, you know, and do your best. For me, it's really hard if you don't have an audience already to make money off Patreon. Also, when it comes to, well, but that's for me. I don't have a Patreon right now. I am considering it, but I'm also trying to consider the rewards that I could give that don't take a lot of time. That's the biggest thing, because people with Patreon, they're paying good money for, you know, to support me. I want to make sure rewards are right, but at the same time, I don't have a lot of time as well, especially trying to put out a video a day on my regular channel. So I'm still trying to weigh the pros and the cons. Also, what kind of rewards I could give for my Patreon. In fact, if any one of you know what would be a good reward that wouldn't take a lot of time, maybe portfolio reviews, maybe a group chat, I'm not sure, let me know, because I'm still considering it, because it would help. It would definitely help, especially now. When it goes to cons to sell your artwork, cons aren't easy also. They're not easy also. Now, smaller cons could be difficult, because you'd buy a table at a smaller con, and the smaller con doesn't have as much traffic as a bigger con would be. However, if you're new, you don't know for sure if people are going to like your work or not. It's one of those things where you won't know unless you try. You won't know unless you try, so I would suggest try it. Now, of course, bigger cons, they would cost more to go in, so be patient with it. I don't know how much money you have to invest into these type of cons, but it's a learning experience. Every con is different from the other, so you don't know, you don't know if you're going to make money or not. That's the hardest part about it. So I don't know your financial situation, or honestly, do I want to know? You know, I'm not here to give money advice to anybody. I would just say cons, it's one of those things where it takes time. It takes a few cons to figure out your groove and the best way to sell your work, or even if your work sells at all, you know, because you can't expect people to walk by and just buy your work, you know. So that's one of those type of things. I would suggest watch my buddy Christopher Keiko, and my buddy Christopher is asking how do you spell his name. It's his last name C-A-Y-C-O. So look that up, Christopher Keiko. He does Artist Alley vlogs, and you could see his grind. He makes most of his money off going to conventions. So check that out, and good luck to you. Good luck to you. I hope you do well. So, you know, even me, I'm still trying to figure out how to make money doing this, through YouTube and stuff. So I'm just like you. I'm trying to figure it out. So, but good luck. Best of luck to you, Corbin. Hopefully you'll do well. Okay. Next question from Porter. My friend Porter says, I love your art and I'm starting my own comic finally, but I'm wondering how to actually write my story like a professional comic writer. Any tips? Get a comic writer. See if you could collab with somebody. I'm like, for example, I'm not a writer. I'm not. I have story ideas. I have stories that I would like to do, but I know when it comes to actual words and actually writing a story, I've honestly never written a full story by myself alone. That's why I know I have to bring in writers. That's why I know for my IP, I will have to bring in a writer. For right now, myself and my buddy Jonathan, you guys know Jonathan Incarnation, we are working on an IP together, separate from my main IP. We're working on an idea together. So he's the main writer. He's the one putting the words together because he's written before. Me personally, if I were to write it, I know my words aren't going to be good. So I'm collabing with a writer. So it's all up to you. So I can't really help you with that. In all honesty, I would suggest, if you're dead set on writing this yourself, I would suggest to you, lay out your book. Lay out, and I'm not talking fully draw it, lay it out. Lay it out first. Try to figure out the flow of your book, then try to put words to it instead of the other way around if you're coming from the art side. Do that even before you actually start drawing the comic book itself. So that's what I would suggest to you. If you wanted to draw a full script, write a full script first, that's totally up to you, but I personally can't help you too much with that. So that would be my suggestion to you. Okay? Here's an interesting one. Ramara says, just out of curiosity, does your shirt collar become like that due to your frequent pulling your own collar down as not to touch your neck? He was referring to my other shirt. My shirt was like this. It's doing that right now. That's part of it. That's why I like wearing V-necks also, because as you guys know, my weight fluctuates. So I lost a tiny bit of weight over the past few weeks, so maybe that's why it looks a little bit bigger, and then it just goes down like that. Sometimes I hang my sunglasses on my collar, so then it just stays like that. So that's the best answer I can give to you. There you go. What should I draw today? Today says, I follow him. I love seeing his thens and nows. He's referring to my buddy ZH Comic Art. Go check out his channel. It's awesome. And username still wants me to do All Might. Maybe one of these days, my friend. Okay, here we go here. Okay, Mythduster says, I can see why this piece took so long. This is unbelievable on just the amount of details on this piece. Turned out really well. Thank you very much, Christopher. Fine says, get it, James. That's dope. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Lenny says, new fan here. Try a kaiju next, or even Godzilla. Don't have to. My friend ZH Comic Art did. There you go. Birds of Prey says, I'm making a comic. I'd like to send you a few samples. If you could give me a few pointers, I'd appreciate it. Again, guys, the best I could do is, like, you could send me like something on Twitter, and if I'm live and you ask me, then I could answer it. But I just don't have the time to give proper feedback. Because if I give feedback, I'd rather give proper feedback than just a cool or a yeah. But they take time. It takes time, and time I just don't have right now. So I do apologize right now. Maybe one of these days. I'm working on something where hopefully I'll have like a weekly comic sample review. I'm hoping, but we'll see, because I know you guys have been asking, and I'm going to do my best. Fixed Entertainment says, it's so awesome. More awesome than I imagined when we asked. Thank you. Thank you very much, Fixed. Trong Vo says, you're so amazing. Tyrone says, first, there you go. Let's go to my Wonder Woman video, okay? So this is a little bit longer because I missed the day, so I missed some of these questions. So Silver Vixen says, this is so great. Can you please draw Black Canary someday? Maybe one day. Oh, by the way, I did draw a couple issues of Birds of Prey back in the day, so go check that out if you can, okay? Draw stuff with Mr. J says, wow, this is amazing. Thank you. Charlie says, wow. Nicholas says, please do Netflix Defenders, James. I will haunt you till you do. Well, I better draw soon yet. Michaela wants me to draw Steppenwolf before I go to the MCU. I know he's going to be in the movie anyway. Yeah, I should have drawn Steppenwolf, eh? Maybe I will draw him. But, you know, the thing is, his character design's not all there yet. So maybe I'll check it out. Maybe for tomorrow. We'll see. Paul Draw says, wish Wonder Woman had more dynamic pose and expression, but I still love it. Thank you, Paul. And that's the thing with all of these. The reason why all of them this month will have pretty much like a generic standing pose is because I'm doing a tutorial with each one of them. So that's why I wanted to keep their poses simple, because I wanted to keep the actual tutorial simple. Now, once all these tutorials are shown, I will go into doing more crazier poses, but that is more advanced. Even the way I'm rendering now, they're pretty advanced. So my tutorials are more advanced compared to some of the more easier to draw superheroes type things. So I will do more heavier poses after Inktober is done. Okay? Matthew Mubma says, I love it, thank you. For Reals says, you know what, it's funny your name, For Reals, because my son likes to say that a lot. He goes, For Reals? For Reals? For Reals. Inktober looks fun, but the thing that is that I do love drawing. Yeah, me too, my friend, me too. Jeremy Kong says, are you going to be selling any of these? They are so good. I think I will. I'm not sure. I should put them up right away, in all honesty. I might sell them right away. We'll see. But yes. So. Alec Kronos says, oh man, I was getting excited when you said you draw Steppenwolf. I think I will draw Steppenwolf. Look out for it tomorrow. Maybe I'll be drawing it tomorrow. Mitesh, my buddy Mitesh says, great work, James. It would be great to see the combined colored. Me too. Hopefully I'll be getting that colored soon, so we'll see. Superior Shrukin says 2027 view. That was on my Flash video. Thank you. Congratulations. Don Johnson. Don Johnson's a friend of mine. There you go. Miami Vice. Okay, I'm old. Do you really have a way of doing an excellent job with your art? Keep it up. Thank you very much. And he was on my Junkrat video. That's an older video. Matthew Marostaka says, this is awesome. I love your videos, and you've actually inspired me to do a lot more inking, and even got me into Inktober as well. It's helping a lot, and you're one of my top 3 artists only because I'm bad at choosing. I'm proud to be part of your top 3. Thank you so much. User still wants me to do All Might. There you go. Firestorm Gaming says, great job as always, James. Thanks for doing Justice League to one of my favorite League members. Also, thanks to you, been trying an inking style similar to this in my own Inktober works. Thank you again. Thank you very much, Firestorm Gaming. Keep at it. CT Gamer says, this is one of my favorite videos. Thank you. Night of DK says, awesome as always. So when will you collab with ZH Comic Art? As you saw the video yesterday, it's coming soon. So I think I answered these next ones here. Okay, so let me just answer the comments from my last James Ray Show videos. Okay, so Wendy says, hi James, love your art. My question is there another way to ink? I know practice is one, but I just get bored inking. I love to draw, but inking isn't my thing. Also, I'm on Instagram with only 11 followers. Maybe that's why I should ink. You don't need to ink if you don't have to, in all honesty. Inking is just a way to clean up your artwork. If you're happy doing that with a pencil, go for it, you know. As you can tell, like, even me, I'll be honest with you guys, like, I don't like inking if I fully penciled. If I fully penciled, I hate inking because it's like I'm drawing it twice. So I'm just like you, Wendy. I like drawing things. That's why you notice my blue line is very rough. Now, these ones, nowadays, they're a bit tighter because I'm doing a tutorial with them. But for the most part, I always do the underdrawing very, very light and go straight to ink because the inking is the actual drawing for me. So I totally agree with you. Just know you don't have to ink. Not at all. Not at all. You could just keep with pencil. If you're happy doing that, draw the way that makes you happy. All right? So be yourself. Be yourself with your drawing. That's what art is. Okay? Tim Z says, thanks for the response. I'm working to build a client list. Very good on you. Good for you. Good luck to you. Myth Duster says, I could not find Christopher Keiko or Thomas Love Art Danny Mickey on YouTube. Keiko, that's why it's spelled C-A-Y-C-O. Thomas Love Art is spelled T-O-M-I-S-L-A-V. Thomas Love Arts with a Z. A-R-T-Z. Danny Mickey. Did I say Danny Mickey? I forgot. Let's see here. What's it called? Christopher actually responded. He said, Keiko is a hack artist. No, you're not, my friend. You are an amazing artist. By the way, if you're not checking out Christopher's, right now he's doing the 31 Witches, and I'm telling you, the way Christopher frames his shots, they are amazing. They are amazing. Christopher, you're selling yourself short, buddy. You're an amazing artist. So please, guys, if you're not already, go check out Christopher's channel. He's awesome. Aiden says, I bought David H. Ross's book. Looks great. Can't wait to get started. Awesome. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about David's book. Leave a message. Also, tweet him or whatever where you contact him. Tell him that I'm the one who told you to buy his book. All right? There you go. Dedica says, Brazil Legenda. Okay. Thank you. Mythduster says P. Michael Russell. It is K. Michael Russell. Sorry, I got that wrong. K. Michael Russell. There you go. He says, other artists on YouTube. Drawholic is amazing. I love his stuff. Mikey Mega Mega. Love his stuff too. Christy Partridge Art. I'm subscribed to her as well. There you go. And Robert Mazzarulo. I did mention him in that video. There you go. Oh, Marcello, amazing painted. Chloe Rose, how could I forget Chloe Rose? Chloe Rose is awesome. Lena Dana, she was one of the more, the first artists I subscribed to back in the day. And Emma's is pretty good too. Todd Knock, yep. Infinity War, yep. Infinity War, I hope you like Infinity War so far, Christopher. My videos. Let's see here, and yeah, Infinity War got you excited. Okay, so there you go. That is all of the comments for the day. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best once again. And so this is another episode of the James Ray. So let me know in the comments below. Again, what do you think about that idea? With every other Inktober drawing that I do this month, I will do a question of the day. We'll talk over the actual speed drawing. Okay, so I will answer a question. Maybe I'll try that starting on Monday, because tomorrow will be the question and answer video, the Q&A Sunday. So probably won't do that for tomorrow. But let me know in the comments below what you think of that idea, or should I just keep it speed drawing for now? Should I just keep it simple? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think, and thank you guys for always commenting on all my videos. Really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. Thank you for following along. If you're subscribed to this particular channel, the James Raiz channel, I assume you're one of my more hardcore fans. So thank you guys so much for that. You guys are the best, and I will see you guys tomorrow.